So, hygiene. Hygiene is basically cleanliness or just promoting good health. And we have been really having a problem with people and their personal hygiene, because sometimes you encounter people and you ask yourself, how come they are such a nice person, or they are such just a very nice character, but they're just not getting this. And this is not coming from a point of perfectionism or just beating people down, because personally I used to struggle with proper hygiene. Like that is the best thing about this thing, is that you actually can learn it. So I hope this CBC has hygiene classes. I really hope so, because if we are going to be around people, we need to be presentable, because you are around people. So hygiene is not even as much as at first it is for you, it is also about other people. So, and generally there are a lot of things that can be overlooked in hygiene. There is a lot going on in those places. And for most girls, I think they are taught that because of their cycles, for most of them. But for boys, it is I think that it is something that for boys or men, it is usually very, unless you had a keen parent, it is something that can actually go around you. I remember a few years ago, my hygiene was not that great. Some of these things, until a person tells you, you might never know. So I used to once in a while hang out with this girl, and bro, everything hygiene I learned from that girl, at least the basics, because she will show up so nice. She's not wearing anything fancy, she's dressed nicely, the clothes are ironed, she probably smells nice, so I know she took a bath. Nothing, she has a scent, nothing fancy, just something very it is something very dull, not loud. And the first days I observed her, and I don't know, something, I found her really, let me say, enchanting, because she pulled up, she had all these, that is the first time those are not the first time, but those were the first days that I was really getting the concept of wipes. And she had all these wipes, chukua hii, take this one, and she taught me hygiene without even saying a thing, but by just doing. And by then I was kind of I was kind of schizophrenic, so I was not taking really good care of my hygiene. So sometimes you are not showering, sometimes the clothes you're wearing, they are just tattered or whatever. And then I came to realize that hygiene is a very critical it is a very critical part of our interaction as people, because one thing can put you off from a person that you really thought, or that you thought highly of. And it is so simple, those simple things like just taking a bath. Sometimes the weather changes and it gets cold and people don't want to take baths or shower, and that is kind of weird, because your body has a natural odor, it has a natural smell. So if you're walking around here and basically doing physical things, then you will sweat, and when you sweat, that sweat is in I think in science we learn about excretion. It is waste. So when that sweat remains on you, you kind of start to stink. So the first thing is just shower. If you can do it at least daily, at the least daily. If you can shave your hair or comb it, it's fine. Me, I liked mine short because it all the dust that piles up in hair and it gets itchy sometimes. So just shave your hair. Apply something on your skin. Apply oils in your skin. Like I usually say that even the mtu wa chini kabisa, you can get those tiny petroleum jellies for 30 shillings. Like just start there, but apply something on your skin. Let it not remain just umetar. Sometimes, you know, when you apply something on your skin, it actually really glows. That is just basic. Learn to go to the loo before you go to the bathroom, like before you take a bath. Learn to take your long call before you actually take the bath, then immediately take your bath or your shower. It avoids you, it helps you to avoid accidents that have and usually occur when wiping your ass. And another thing around that place is actually wiping your ass. Do you actually know there is a joke among men that msichana ni mdogo ajue hata kujipanguza, and you know, you just be chilling, living around, and you think some things are common sense until you meet people who actually don't know how to do them. So you know how to wipe your ass. I know for girls there's a whole technique. For boys, and this problem is majorly with our gender. Wiping our ass is a serious problem. So learn to wipe your ass, manze. Tumia tissue vizuri, like don't take like 2 cubes and you're ready to go. No, like do it effectively. And that accident is why we say just go for the long call first in the morning, then shower, or do it at night. Program your stomach or your gut on when to go to the toilet. And another thing that is usually a problem is bad breath. And like we said, these things, we are all victims, so we are not trying to put anybody on the spot. You know, like we said, we are doing this for people. It is also for you, for your own self-esteem, but majority of it is for other people. You know, when you're talking to me and a breath hits my nose, even you'll get a bit uncomfortable. So brush your teeth, man. Brush your teeth. If it is the flossing, floss. If it is the oil pulling, pull. Whatever works for you, just do something about your breath. And that also entails watching what you eat. You know, there is a bad breath that comes when you overfeed, especially meat. So make sure you also don't overfeed, especially on proteins, because there is a way. I am no biologist, but there is a way that when your stomach has a lot of food to digest, there is a process that makes the stench come out of your mouth. So watch also what you eat. Then we also have people who sweat like me. I sweat heavily, like heavily. Just make sure you get a scent. Make sure you smell nice. Make sure and scents have been made so available. Like you'll even get somebody basic smelling nice. There was a time I was saying hi to a caretaker of mine, and the bro was smelling so nice, but I was like, come on, if a caretaker is checking on that, then you know it's important. So let us just take care of our oral hygiene. There was and you know, these things are problems of both gender. When there was a time I was with this very fine girl, and then there was a bit of exchange of saliva, and I realized that every time we did that, I ended up with like a throat infection or something. And I was sure it was not me, because before it was not happening. Then after exchanging saliva, and then you see it shows up. And you know, these ladies, you have to be very nice with words with them, because one wrong word and it's your fault, or you make her cry. So let us, as much as physically you might be looking fine or whatever, let us try to follow those. Just those are basic, like very basic things that anybody can do at whichever level. So let us check on our hygiene. Let us really check on our hygiene. Yeah.